aka Indigo Sky, aka Trickle Ranking. Um, happy happy 4th of July, everybody. Y'all already know what we about to do. About to get in here. About to get on it this morning. Gotta get on it, goddamn. I know ain't nobody in here yet, but shit. Y'all holler at me though still. Tell me where y'all tapping in from. Y'all like, subscribe, share, hit notification. Y'all can react, whatever. I don't care. Let me see. Gotta see what we got going this morning, brethren. Gotta see what we got going, yeah. Damn, man, my damn YouTube on my other phone ain't even working, bro. I don't know what's going on. Holding it down. Let's hold it, man. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, y'all hit that like button. What's up? Michael Blucker and I don't know. That's what's up to the other person there. Oh, Stargaze. That's tight. I like that. Stargaze. That's hard.
Miss Blue Fine Jewelry. They have some amazing pieces for incredible prices.
Man,
They also have
ain't
black
nobody
gold
talking about that
diamonds,
shit, right?
which
What's up, y'all? What's
that's
up,
the one
though?
I'm trying to get.
Hey,
Like,
happy
I
4th of
want the
July,
black
man.
gold diamonds.
I don't know what the hell she talking about. But yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody up in here, man.
You cease and desist that he served you was really
Hold
in the right lane.
on. Hold on.
Welcome back to Scandal in Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. CS2 backs online federal assault on Big U has completely
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just saying, just cooling, man. Waiting on my folk probably bring some food for me, and that's about it. I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm chilling. Ain't no cooking out or nothing like that. I'm just cooling at the house, man. You know, I'm like a homing pigeon. When I go out, I'm always coming back to the house. I'm like a homing pigeon, y'all. I always be at the house, man.
Destroyed whatever credibility he may have once had. But today, one of the many lies that were told and amplified at the No Jumper podcast is finally being laid to rest.
Come on.
Porky is letting the world know the Big U sending a cease and desist order was all a lie.
My shit.
This video is going to show you just how far these sorry bastards will go to tear down someone's character.
And I still don't know what happened. I'm still confused about when they were sitting right here.
Right.
Because the shit Brick would say to him, and the shit he would say to him, and the shit he would tell me about what he was, that was very confusing.
Like, so Luce was telling you stuff off camera, and then once you saw them face to face, you didn't have the same energy.
It was, you know, me knowing what I know now, I see the play. Right? The infiltration game was going.
What do you mean?
Let me get cool with Brick.
Peace, Stargazer, peace.
Getting Flacco's here make Flacco think some other shit's going on with Wack.
Because he had told Flacco that you wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Right.
You know, I'm coming to you. I'm like, bro, what's up with Flacco?
Yeah.
You look
I
at
didn't know
me.
either until after it was all exposed.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, wait, when he said, yo, Wack, man, Luke, I said, he told you what? So I'm like, why would Luke tell? Like, and I said back, and like, okay, let me get cool with it. Because the shit he was saying about that, and probably vice versa, and then it was like he was in the building trying to make everything work in his favor. What backfired on him, let me tell you what backfired on him, is when he found out that Wack is a wolf.
You gotta be a wolf to catch the sheep.
When he found out I was a wolf, you know what happens? If you got a wolf and some sheep,
That boy,
The sheep, you got to
catch
catch
a wolf. You a goddamn
catch the
lie.
wolf, you understand?
if that one sheep crosses the road, you know what the rest of the sheep gonna do?
Follow his ass.
When that, you know what that wolf gonna do? He gonna sit there and he gonna maintain his position.
Damn.
He found out I was a wolf out
I see
here.
my people on the line.
When they
Let me
started
get one of
doing what
them.
they started doing, and Wack took 2 steps back, because I believe
Get one out the pack.
all of that was a plot twist to phase me out.
This is yours from last night.
Knowing that he's now facing these charges, it does feel like that is like such a bad strategic
Bro,
play.
listen, why tell Flacco that? Flacco's part of this.
He should have been thankful for his relationship with you. He's already the enemy of so many people. He should have been holding on to
This
that.
was crazy. He can say what he want, they can say what they want. Without Wack sitting that man on the side of me and moving him around and going to do podcasts that I would never have done just to put the light on him.
A CS2 back just admitted that without him, the world would have never even heard of Loose Cannon. And that all the lies, slander, and fabricated stories Loose told were only presented to the public because of him.
Hater world.
I would have never done that shit. I would have never, that shit was like 2.5 hours out.
Right.
I only went for him. I didn't go for me.
Did you make academics think that he was going to be interviewing you and Luce together?
Yes, that's the only way he would agree.
You did that on purpose?
I made Luke get on the plane, and then, you know, I'm like, bro, just go ahead and make it happen. Because the only way because he'd have told me no on this side, I couldn't sit him.
Switcheroo.
But what it is, I'm doing what I gotta do
Right.
to try to build it. And I ain't gonna lie, it was a genuine, sincere part of me that like, I'ma help it. It was a genuine, sincere part of me that like, I'ma help it.
If they gave Porky $1 for every lie that he's told sitting in front of his master, Aryan Adam, he'd be rich again. Now he's sitting in front of Adam, acting like him helping Luce was just a genuine move that he did out of the kindness of his heart. Porky said that to Adam today, but he said something completely different yesterday on Clubhouse.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37.
Notice that Porky read Law 15 and completely went away from Law 16.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles in form of a clubhouse stage and a podcast microphone. Did he forget what he said about me back in 2021, 2022? Because I sure didn't.
So it's like, whack. It's like you do all this internet thugging and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on power rule this, power rule that. Nobody's saying you do nothing.
Hashtag bozo. Hashtag trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer the eagerness of an imbecile. Imbecile. I'll let them rock out with that. How you get mad at me for throwing rocks in my house and you mad because I got 3 layers of glass on my windows and just because the first layer presumed to be cracked and shattered, you had no idea it was 2 more layers behind that and it was never cracked. But yet, I come out and shake your hand and say, hey, we're gonna let bygones be bygones. And for some reason, you bring me to your real house and then you wake up one day and the whole house. You mad at me? You tried to crack my windows, my nigga. You never even fixed my windows and repaired them. Oh, I'm lying. I did get a few dollars out of you. You ain't get that out of me. But some spectacles. Let you go to the clubhouse floor and let you sit in front of a podcast microphone and let you cut your own throat. And let you cut your own throat. And let you cut your own throat.
I thought Porky said he genuinely wanted to help Luce. But now we're finding out he's been holding a grudge this whole time. Ever since Lucy dropped that diss track back in 2021. The one that Porky said was a play. The one he said him and Luce tricked the streets with.
I didn't do it. You did. I just detected your eagerness and I played on it. Hey, I may have exploited, I may have assisted you in exploiting yourself, but I didn't give you a script. Hey, I just kind of rolled the dice and I hit my number. You can't be mad at me about your plot and you counter-plotting yourself through your own actions. You cannot be mad at me for knowing how to get all the some of you youngsters may not know what I'm talking about. Some people in there may know what I'm talking about. Don't get mad at me.
I think when he talking about all the cubes, all the colors together on the Rubik's Cube being like, he could put all the games together. He is a Pacoima Pyru. Oh shit, he's a Pacoima.
Damn, son.
He's a Pacoima Pyru, but yeah, I guess that's what he mean when he can put all the colors together on the Rubik's Cube, being that basically putting all the games together.
All the yellows, reds, greens. Don't get mad at me. Well, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Well, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
According to Porky, he's been mad at Luce ever since that diss track dropped. The same diss track Porky admits he told him to make. Sounds like the setup was built in from the start.
That is the fuel. You doing what you saying was the action. Me being upset about what you saying was the fuel. I don't show that. I just simply let it burn in a way that I do right. I think the whole time, because she said whack. I used to lay on the side of him, and him and the fake manager dude, she said his name, came up with the idea, attack Wack to try to get some attention on you, and you wouldn't pay him no attention.
Hence the diss track that he made. Hence the diss track that he made. Hence the diss track that he made.
Adam 22 is asking about the diss record because Adam remembers Porky telling him that he told Luce to do it. Adam didn't believe the story when Porky said it, but Porky insisted that he told Luce to do it.
How? You know what I'm saying?
I think you're riding out for your homie.
Who's kidding?
You guys are doing a little bit of shady business together.
Not shady. Might be, you know, me and Luce Cannon been comrades for quite some time. We fooled the streets.
What about those?
You know, Luce Cannon did something on me.
Yeah, I feel like you're lying when you say that it was all premeditated and planned out.
It was. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. As he told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. As he told me that's what he wanted to do. I
Yes, it
told him
was
do
a
it.
play.
And she said it would drive him crazy. She said, so when I looked up and saw him on the side of you, I said, oh my God, he found a way to get to him, right? But what was crazy is he got to me the right way. But
Linked up with you against a mutual hop.
no, that wasn't my thing at all. See, when he called me, I asked him. I said, "You will be you?" And he said, "Nah, I did, but I don't know more." So I asked him what happened. Cool. Why? Because if you for Big U, like if Big U know somebody with me, he ain't finna let him in his space like that, right? Because you don't know what that is.
Right.
Right? Nigga might be a suicide bomber, detonate you and him. You never know what that is, right? So when he propositioned me to help him promote his show, I'm promoting his show. I had no idea about some of the shit he was gonna say. And as I'm listening to him, I don't know if he running his play.
What's up, brother?
Right? I don't know if he's running his play. I don't know what he's doing.
Porky is sitting here lying, as always. He wasn't just some bystander. Porky was Lucy's handler. He knew exactly what Lucy was going to say. He even admitted that the information was too hot for him to present. So he brought Lucy to No Jumper to say it himself. But now Porky's acting like he had no idea what Lucy was going to say on that platform.
You set that man all the fuck up, bro. Yeah, you set that nigga up, bro. And Luce County fell right for that shit.
Damn, son.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, Luce Cannon really is a stunt dummy. That nigga's a stunt dummy. Now he in
Until now,
the
game
bed
changer.
now.
They have a wire trimming head that's universal, it's gonna fit any weed eater. They have different size leads on it. They have a 3 and a
That platform.
Now that we know so much more about Luce Cannon, doesn't it seem exceedingly unlikely that Big U actually placed this phone call about Nipsey right before Nipsey died?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I believed him at the time. And today, on my way here, Gigi told me some shit that changed that. Okay. Cease and desist come to you, right? At the same time, he tells me, Urbanflix gets a cease and desist.
Porky lies so much it's almost routine at this point. He's sitting there lying to Adam again. And Adam's just letting it happen. Porky told Adam that he received a cease and desist from Big U at the same time Lucy did. That's a lie. And both of them know it. The truth is, Lucy was supposed to release his Urbanflix video on February 14th. But on February 2nd, he suddenly popped up with a fake cease and desist, conveniently stopping him from showing the world the clip of Big U allegedly predicting Nipsey's death. Adam, on the other hand, didn't receive a cease and desist until nearly a month later. This is just Porky doing what he always does, trying to cover up one lie with another.
So I'm like, okay, cease and desist go to Adam to pull him down, talking about it. then Urban Fix gets one, so they won't put it in the thing, right? So when I tell Gigi this, because Gigi said, well, why did you believe it? And I told her this, right? And she said, no, right? Urban Flicks did get a cease and desist, but it was from me, not Big U.
Oh.
So they got a cease and desist. He just tell me it's from Big U. So my ideology is like, if Adam got one to pull that down, and Urban Flicks got one to not to play it, it must exist. It must be there. So I said, well, Gigi, what kind of cease and desist did you serve Urban Flicks? She said all the footage for Black China, all the footage that was shot in our home in Riverside or wherever they live, right? I called the cameraman. The cameraman said Loose Cannon never paid him. So I, in fact, paid the cameraman and brought all the footage. I then serviced Urban Flicks and said, if any of this footage is in this show, I'm gonna sue you. I own it. So yeah, it was a cease and desist there, but the whole time I'm thinking, Big U served Urban Flicks to cease and desist. See what you getting one and them getting one. See what you getting one and them getting one.
Porky keeps trying to push this false narrative that Adam 22 received a cease and desist either before or at the same time as Lucy. But he's lying, plain and simple. The truth is, Lucy pulled out that fake cease and desist on February 2nd, 12 days before he was supposed to drop the Urban Flicks video on February 14th. Adam didn't get his cease and desist until nearly a month later. Porky knows this, but he's trying to rewrite the timeline to cover up yet another one of his lies.
See what you getting one and them getting one. I'm like, okay, he don't want Loose talking about it, and he don't want them putting it up. But come to find out, the cease and desist that went to Urban Flicks was from Gigi. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U.
So Porky just admitted to everyone that Loose Cannon was lying about the cease and desist he claimed Big U sent him. But here's the real question. If it was Gigi who actually sent the cease and desist, then where did Porky get the one he read out loud on Clubhouse? The one he claimed came from Big U. Think about that as you get ready to hear the audio in just a minute.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like that, Porky finally admits that Big U never sent Loose Cannon a cease and desist. Now he's backpedaling, claiming Big U was actually in the right for sending one to Adam and No Jumper, because according to him, Lucy's statements during that interview were slanderous, defamatory lies. Mind you, this is the same interview where Porky was sitting right next to Lucy, co-signing everything he said. Now he's pretending he had no idea what was coming and trying to wash his hands of it.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So once she told me this shit today, I'm like, oh shit. She said, yeah, Wack. I said, yeah, I thought he said, no, that's what he told y'all because it fit.
This moment right here proves what many of us already knew. Porky has no integrity and absolutely zero credibility. So let's rewind the clock and listen to Porky as he defamed, slandered, and outright lied on Big U. Lucy's lie about a cease and desist. So Porky already admitted that Lucy never received a cease and desist from Big U. It actually came from Gigi, according to him. So where did the fake cease and desist that Porky read on Clubhouse come from? Remember, everything you're going to hear Porky say next was a lie. And he just went in front of Aryan Adam and admitted that. This is COINTELPRO at its finest.
It says Pointel Pro at its finest.
Its finest.
Yo, man, so you know how his bozo been saying, they all been saying loose cannon lying, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, we got content.
Please, you listen. Okay, so loose cannon is lying. February 2nd, 2024. Tremaine Williams, aka Loose Cannon. Right? Dear Mr. Williams, the law firm represents Mr. Eugene Henry. We are contacting you regarding your publication and unintended publication of certain audio and or audio visual recordings featuring Henry, collectively the footage. You are hereby directed to cease and desist any and all use of the footage in any manner, including without limitation the use of Henry's voice, image, likeness, and reference to his personal or professional business. Collectively, NIL, right? This demand includes posting the footage or the NIL on social media and featuring and foregoing in any film, television, programming, and streaming. Nigga, if it never happened, why the fuck you got your attorney?
Oh shit, I'm looking, I'm reading it. Hold on, I'm reading it.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. If it never happened, why would you serve if you never said these things?
Oh, see, this is.
First time it never happened. Why do you have your attorney serving loose cannon? A cease and desist about it. Henley refused to sign a contract to allow you to use the footage. And any program that stands firm in refusal. Listen, look, bro. This nigga.
That's crazy.
He just admitted to bro, hey, bro, this is real shit. You would never, and I'm gonna say this, because I'm gonna use myself. You would never see me serve Mika paperwork saying you can't put out the footage of you putting fingers in my ass. You know why? Because it never happened.
Never happened. Never did it. Why you gonna come?
If you know it don't exist, nigga, I'm serving a nigga.
That's a fact. That's confirmation.
I know too much you like to talk to.
That's confirmation.
I used to be his brain, bro. That dumb as fuck.
Yeah, that was a bozo.
That's a bozo number 8. That's a bozo number 8.
Respectful facts all year.
And let me tell you what's spooky. Hold on, bro. I wasn't gonna do this. This is just 2 days ago. Loose Cannon said that nigga don't want to have no conversation with me. Cuz don't want to fuck with me. He won't even get on the phone. Watch this, Wack. Watch this. Who here got who here got audio? Eric and who here got?
We got a couple of minutes, yeah. That's Eric Wack.
Eric?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Got it.
Oh, you said Eric and him.
Yeah, Eric's in here.
Eric started at 1 minute. I don't want to dock it. I was giving Cannon his phone number. I was giving Cannon, started at 1 minute. And I was giving Cannon his phone number. I don't want to dock his phone number. He probably can't handle that. Everybody ain't a whack. But this is the other day. He like, I said, yo, you know the nigga calling around with your ex-wife? He said, man, my motherfucking ex-wife, I ain't fuck with that bitch. And he said, well, I'm calling right now. He said, now, if one of your homeboys was doing what I was doing to you, you gonna holler at him. I said, for sure. He said, watch this. I picked up, who was this? And he started telling him, hey, look, check this out, nigga Loose Cannon. I just hung the phone up quick.
All right, you ready? Yeah, let's go.
Big you. This Cannon. Like all those games that you playing, bro, with line ass GG and stuff. Oh, bitch ass, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. What? I'm telling you, cousins, no.
Yo.
Phillips Latte Go makes busy days easier with consistent, high-quality coffee. Enjoy freshly ground.
Do you see now how the disinformation campaign really works? Porky's clubhouse clergy aren't just a bunch of loud, low-budget cheerleaders. They're tools. Carefully placed pieces in a bigger strategy to echo his lies, amplify his slander, and reinforce the false narratives he wants you to believe. This isn't random. It's coordinated. And it's calculated.
I heard through the grapevine that there might be a case that you are working on exposing that involves loose cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give me a preliminary briefing on what this is about?
Nah, it's just, the thing is, man, it's like the defamation stuff. You know, I want to speak on it, everything is actually dealt with. You know, I got some very, very nice paid attorney handling everything for me. So, you know, but real soon, probably next week, we'll get it. So, I don't want to speak on it yet.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say nothing, because it's his content.
Wax said that he don't want to talk about it either. Okay, well, because I went to your channel, I was looking for the YouTube video about it. I didn't see anything, but a few people know about it.
What video?
No, I went to your channel looking for a video about it because somebody told me that you were working on something, and I didn't see anything, so I assume it's still in the works.
Well, see, what I do is I give my little signals at the end of my video, so you can't just look at the title or watch the beginning.
Oh, okay.
People told you about it, they're either watching my live or watching some of my long videos.
Got it. Okay. Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
I mean, you took Big U down, and I guess Loose Cannon's next, huh? You're gonna get
crazy.
everybody getting 600.
Why you all say, like,
Well,
Just say, as far as me taking Big U down, me and Wax took his name down.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. On today's episode, we sit down with Tank from Tank TV. Tank grew up with Loose Cannon in Fontana after Loose and his twin brother were forced to relocate due to their father's cooperation with the authorities. Tank recalls how federal agents would drop the twins off at school. Then they would show up early, pulling them out 15 minutes before the day was even over. His story helps us all understand just how much telling Lucy's father did. We should all understand what Rodze was saying now. Tank recalls how federal agents would drop the twins off at school. Then they would show up early, pulling them out 15 minutes before the day was even over. His story helps us all understand just how much telling Lucy's father did. He did so much telling that they had to put his wife and children in witness protection. This is why Rodze said Lucy's father is the biggest rat in 6-0 history.
Will you tell us the truth about Luce, please? Is he really from so?
Not from Shit, you can keep this shit straight hood, because you know, goodness will, I say the blue, that 6 on my hat, the blue laces, blue everything. Hell no, he's not from 60s. Should know, I'm a death row killer. And you know, goodness well, there's problems when he see me. You know already know, because you know I brought all the 6-0s, all the cripples to death row. No crip cars was fucking with you. I brought them all to you. Hell no, he's not from 60s.
So I grew up in 8 trades, and then you know I'm from rolling 60s. So
hell no, he's not from 60s. His daddy was from the hood like 5 months.
before he turned in the whole neighborhood. He the greatest snitch of all time from 60s. I'm talking about as soon as you get put on 60s, they gonna talk about the nigga daddy. Hey, you don't want to be this guy. The daddy was in protective custody. I got the paperwork. Copies of it. The daddy was in protective custody before he turned the hood and all type of shit. You know what I mean? All type of shit.
Hey, you don't like, but go ahead, my bad. I ain't trying.
But yeah, but Luce, IE, Luce ain't from 60s. Luce ain't from 60s. Luce ain't from 60s. You know what I mean? He just, you know what I mean? His daddy, your daddy ain't even from 60s. You know, so how can you really be from 60s? You know, your daddy told on everybody got in Bar9, Hoover, Anthony's, Life, all type of shit, bro. You got the paperwork, you ain't still talking. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, that don't make no bad, you know what I mean? Gangbanging don't make nobody. But for some reason, that's what he want to hang his hat on, and he just want to be just the locust of them all. Nah, you might have finessed that bitch into thinking that you were real 60, but you ain't finessed us, we know. You know what I mean?
Look at this. Marlon said so his dad is real serious too. Damn. Look at Most Catalyst said, Demon Time Exotics, they're going that content. Hey, man. Dang. Like exclusive content, man, from Rose Visuals, man.
Yeah, that's dead homies, I ain't lying. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Dead homies. They don't even know no dead homies. You know what I mean? When you be hearing Brick Baby ask you, what block you got, where you from? What block you from? Who put you on? You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Adam, what's up? Hey, Loose Cannon, I'm here live on the No Donor Show, Brick Baby Unleashed. Brick Baby is requesting some information regarding your put on.
Hey, can you give us like at least 2 names from your put on and what block? I ain't never seen you at no meeting at Hyde Park, Horseman, or at 54th. When did you get put on? When did you get put on? I got put on in 2002. 2002, you know, on Eileen Street, that Joan house, you know it's up. Yeah, dead homie. So when you get put on? No, you haven't, bro. You been in. Man, cuz nigga, Yo Goody was a part of my put on. Killer Day was a part of my put on. Oh, the dead homies. My first name was Baby Wild Bill. On the dead homies, and Izzy turned East Coast. That was the third I squabbled. Who did you squabble, gang?
You know that it puts him in a pickle because he can't respond to it. But why do you have to hang your hat on that? I'm trying to get out and you trying to get in. I feel like make it make sense, bro. You know what I mean?
So it's the you never really been this syndrome. You know what I mean? I be noticing niggas that's just like you know.
Yeah, his daddy is the real CS2 on the dead homies. I'm talking about ask anybody in the hood. Ask anybody in the hood. Anybody from 60s, ask them about the daddy, and the story won't change, bro.
Okay, good. So I didn't know until later on, until I started thinking like, yeah, that's every day I didn't see that right there, so you know what I'm saying, with them boys. I didn't know that was his daddy, but the whole time his daddy was an informant. You know what I'm saying? When his daddy being an informant, that's what forced them boys to come PC up out in Montana and Rancho area. When the feds put them in over there. But every morning at school, little kid and his brother get dropped off by the feds in the bag and the Lincoln. So I never understood how when I see him now on the social media thing, I'm like, hey, when did you become like that? And how are they not knowing that you was getting dropped off by them feds? And he from Nasty Nuggets. You know what I'm saying, in Montana. Right, why they was with him at no jumper. You know what I'm saying? He ain't from, like, I don't know how he got away with this for. But I've been waiting to tell somebody that then I see this dude saying, I was like, that was the homie. You know what I'm saying? Let me call him, trying to get in contact with him. Yeah. But I was like, yeah, this fraud shit is out. And I was wondering how that dude said, I'm like, I'm gonna need your telling you to stop. The stop is like cookie. Because there's a lot of out here that ain't never been part of niggas claiming city games. Cause I wanted to them to get niggas like they gonna let you know what can happen with flop slack in these games. But when I seen this, I'm like, let me tell you about this boy, Coachy first. Like, these boys is insurance scammers. That's big asshole. One thing that started though, he scammed the game by for fun too. My mom, I am waiting on the video. That's what I was calling. I'm waiting on the to give me a video, but it's a cassette tape. I'm gonna record it on my phone though. Well, back in the day, she had a big ass camera, and seen the niggas when they first started sitting there from over the hill. A massive team of Uber came up to the school with that. And you should have seen him, how he got stuck across the gym and left his brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send that on there. But I'm just now figuring this cat dog doing all this. I'm ready to pay attention to the people who play. The boy grew up in a fed house. Grew up in a fed house. That's crazy. So this is all he plays. That's all he plays. All of these niggas is connected like this, like Black 100 and all that shit. They don't construct it. Nigga, they all a fed family. Look what the deal though. Look at all that shit. Right. They all constructed. They all people. Right. And then was wondering how they all mixed up. I'm really wondering how they all mixed up. About Lil Cannon, he just ran content on Wax 100 when he was with Big U. Then he get away from Big U, get all that information he needs from out of Big U.
Damn, son.
Home to Wax. You know what I'm saying? Laid on the table there. Wax put him on no jumper to get this, you know what I'm saying, project. Niggas think that his gang banging. But he's telling the whole time. He got his testimony on that motherfucker. Right. But you know, it's so simple to street niggas though. Like, first and foremost, you ain't supposed to be on no platform talking about it, incriminating nobody else in no crimes, period. That's the way you get wrong, right? Yeah. So now that you know that, it's easy for us to look back in hindsight and say, you did work, and this is what Wax 100 wanted you to do. Once he told you, and when he told him that, you can see that he was sitting there leading his interest with shit to say, tell him get nephew, then hit him with the nephew shit. Like, think about it, they been on this for who? You know what I'm saying? The 600, Wax, nigga, now shit. Yeah, they all say that's all fair family, my nigga. That's why I was trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, I know these, I've seen it with my own eyes, nigga. My whole family that was going to school with it, we seen them, they like, nigga, don't do that, nigga. You see the niggas in the school, they had experiences on niggas, like they was walking, they were the president in that thing. Right. Well, tell me a little bit more about, when you remember when he was going, he picked up and he dropped off and picked up and he's waiting by the people. The people, look, they used to come to class and come get him. Like 30 minutes, like 15 minutes early before school let out. And we used to always, who is these people? And we seen the package. You know what I'm saying? School, they were like they were terrorists. You know what I'm saying? But then we start really knowing what time is what we seen. Okay, we got the loud twin, we got the quiet twin. The quiet twin, cool. You know what I'm saying? He don't do none of this shit Blues do. Right. But he always get his ass whooped for it. So one day, the brothers, they thought it was losing the fast, they jumped on the brother. The brother break up out of there, and this when we had the church. That nigga break up out of there, hollering, he pressed that button, nigga. That motherfucker had the whole thing out, talking about nigga look like Men in Black in that bitch. What's junior high school was this? Cause this nigga was lying, talking about he went to Horseman and he was training that way. And that boy went to Marion Middle School, A.B. Miller High School, and Burke Continuation School in Fontana. And then he's training, he from 60s, how's he from 60s, and he's from 9 No, he's from Nasty Youngins, 1600 block. Yeah, and now we're going with the Nasty Youngins. But yeah, they went in one half too. I know they gonna be buried. You know what I'm saying? Okay. This claiming that so say something like you got some people in his family that's really from over there. But he got that nigga never left. To me, if you grow with me and I'm eating, if I see you every day, nigga, where have I not seen you, nigga, you from where I'm from. You didn't have no time, I'm just with a couple 6 old hood days, nigga, we done been at the rock playing Madden. And nigga ain't thought about boy that motherfucker. Right. So yeah, nigga, it was like that. I never understand this whole narrative, like, shut up now, nigga, you been there 50. But there's always somebody that knows different what how you came, nigga, you wasn't like that. That nigga get dropped up in school by the feds. Cause that's what the daddy did. So, tell me this. When was the last time you seen him out in Montana or the outdoors in San Bernardino, IE? Right when he was coming, right before he got called by Cowboy, he had came through one of the spots and the little homie was up there and seen that, you know, that no way through from school. From back then. And he was talking and he was like, oh, nah, man, that's not really what's going on, this content, the nigga's pressing. Like, nigga, how you bragging all this, but you ain't got the sense in your mouth talking about the bad young. He ain't but repping him, but you repping this, and you ain't looking out for him. That's what he was pressing on him for. That's the last time I heard him when I got to get the news on and stuff going, he on the freeway. You know, look on the internet, nigga, Cowboy called him in parked up. Yeah, Cowboy hit that nigga with a 2-piece and a biscuit, right? You had him with the coleslaw speaking for the camera. He had him just talking about the stick in the corner. You see when they want to piece make sure he wasn't recording? Yeah. Yeah, and he said that's something like a hook and turd. Now, we're shaking like a loose transmission, nigga.
That nigga said like
And then the name should no longer be loose cannon, nigga. It should be loose transmission, nigga. Man, that nigga was getting a giggle on, boy, coming up off that bed. Hell yeah. Bro say, like, yeah, young nigga, like you nigga that's like y'all 30 and 39, niggas that been at 46 years old. Because the niggas older than me. And I'm just gonna turn old. Yeah, this niggas old in a bitch. Nigga, this niggas is lying, that's like they're young. Nigga, this niggas damn 50 years old, nigga. Soon. I think they're like 43 now. The quiet twins, that nigga, he don't be lying about his age. And that's crazy, because he's a scammer, so you would think because he's a scammer, he don't lie about his age. Loose scammers and one his brother cool, but nigga Loose done did so much shit, nigga, they don't want, they ain't tripping on the brother, they just want the face off of him. They gonna beat that boy like an angel on Matrix. Yeah, they check him. Because he looks like his brother. Right. Yeah, but yeah, this boy grew up, nigga, nigga, rich. So not coming around and all that. Their mama had the bread. You know what I'm saying? Their mama had a lot of bread. From whatever the daddy was doing that he left her with, nigga. So they always had the shoes and all that. To get older, and you realize them niggas, this song was like to do a PCI. Nigga was, so this nigga been PC up since he was a child because of the shit that he always had. This kid, nigga, he just not getting away from them people. You know what I'm saying? Why you think he went out of stuff like this? Nigga, Luke Cannon fuck why I come home about that. Was like, nigga, he put him back to work. So listen, he's been a lie, snitch, and tell the truth about everything he knows to get up out of there. And he's gonna be working and lining up a whole bunch of money. My Wack is nervous, bro. Because nigga, Wack know that all it takes is Luke Cannon like, yeah, Wack put me up to say all that. And then all that shit. So it's all gonna come out when they start pressing play on the numbers. He was in the Fed. I was in the second thing. You telling me about the Fed who was locked up. Like, if I was great nigga throwing football numbers, so when they get when you think about it, nigga like Luke Kennedy out selling that for content. Everybody get into the relationship, fuck with that nigga to come home. He put it up a dime when they fired, believe that. Yeah. Yeah, like his face was up there doing that's the bitch off of real chance of love. The little light nigga. His wife really did. Yeah, she like, he just ain't got no, as soon as he get that, as soon as they slam that gavel, nigga, she gonna be on the next float.
Nigga, you think she waiting that long? She already sucked you some time.
Off the river. Off the river, yeah, she's already blowing it down for count. When they say down
was a hoe. Right, she admitted she was hoeing in the industry. She said, we all hoes. She said, no, academically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nigga, she ain't finna wait. I mean, she probably gonna stay in contact with him as long as she thinks she can get some kind of shit up off of it. That's her baby. I think also, cause man, that bitch is finna find the nigga. You gotta think her logical clock is ticking. Nigga, the bitch already went from beautiful to Miss Piggy. So,
look like a red nose pig now. Great.
but man, look, I told you that her deal with this song. Niggas did that motherfucker rapping, busting whole concerts and shit, nigga. So now nigga out here, niggas making it happen little by little.
With judo, my nigga, I was young when I was for that motherfucker with you. Now nigga, older nigga, I'm seeing it, realizing nigga shit. All that when niggas can walk past on the gym, like, man, what you doing, dude? I'm there writing all that shit you doing now, nigga shit. You knew this was gonna happen before it even happened. Cause you was all that planning for the shit, nigga. I watched you do it.
Yeah, but you know that's how it goes, bro. So if you can dream it, then you can envision what it's gonna take to make it reality. You make it tangible by writing it down, every step that you gotta do, and then you just work towards the first step. So you check it off, then the second step. And you just keep going, you're gonna fail, you're gonna
Damn, son.
the wall, but you gotta find a way to go around the motherfucker, up under the motherfucker, pursue this motherfucker, and get you where you trying to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, damn, let me let my nigga know when I finally get in contact with you, man, and finally was able to do, hook it on out. To reach out to you, like, man, my nigga got to know that. Them niggas get dropped off, nigga, like they was up living in the White House.
Man, tell that nigga, that nigga said that nigga was living in the White House. He was PC'd up. But look, this is what I need you to do. Tell that nigga TP to tap in with me, man. That was my nigga. I'm talking about when before I was a teenager in days, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that nigga, he's still doing his rapper shit. Y'all probably need to hook it on up and do what y'all said y'all was gonna do with this motherfucker.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he from Cone, that nigga be fucking with Bodie Rap?
Nah, he's on his own too. He's staying in Henderson right now. He's staying here from Henderson.
Bro, I moved from Henderson. I was staying in 7 Hills, Henderson, before I moved out here.
Yeah, he had that moment went out there and said he's doing good though. Blue Anatomy or some Blue Anatomy or some shit on Instagram. I'm gonna send you the link, I'm gonna hook you up with him. I'm gonna plug y'all in today.
All right, yeah, do that. Look, I'm finna get up off the phone. I gotta go back to work, but nigga, I'm gonna tap in with you when I get off work, and we gotta just chop it up, see what you got going on. Let's make this shit make sense, bro.
Hell yeah, for sure, man. Good hearing from you, man. Shout out.
Nah, congratulations on getting up out of here, nigga, being free and not being dead, nigga. That's a success already.
I'm like the quietest fail, man, but I know the most high made it happen for me. I'm free. Got the house. Silly niggas just trying to link in with some real folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the same place you in. And shit, nigga, I'm probably gonna get up under your tools. You shit, you think I know from myself in the real life. Other than YouTube shit, they actually say you're gonna do what you don't do. So nigga, your shit works.
Wait, what is your YouTube? What's your YouTube and what's your social media? So my shit, KTV. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks, TV, man. And since I'm on there, man, I'm about to holler at this boy, TP, and send him there. Yeah, man, send him over here, man, and we gonna chop it up and get him on there. We gonna definitely network, bro. Whatever I can do, as long as it's positive and legal, man, we can get to a bag and to the next level, man. I'm always